Good evening, everybody, and welcome. If you have managed to make it tonight, because I realised about 3 minutes ago that I hadn't actually scheduled tonight's live stream because I'm a pro YouTuber. So a bit of a cock up on my side of things tonight. I didn't actually let anybody know that I was coming on this show tonight, but we are here most Mondays. It's unusual if I'm not here on a Monday, but we are here tonight, and we are here for the next half hour or so to talk about. Your questions evening in your questions, comments, whatever it is, really. So yes, so apologies for all the sort of confusion. That's on me this week. I will make sure that I schedule stuff in properly, but it just totally slipped my mind. I'm so busy at the moment. It's just crazy with so many things going on. There's so many things to remember to do, and to be honest with you, I'm starting to forget stuff. So that's on me. So anybody, how is everybody doing? Let's wait till everybody joins in. It was a hot weekend. It's a hot day today, and it's going to get hotter apparently. I've got the Hackney Half Marathon on Sunday. So let me know if you're joining us already, whether you're going to be in there with me at the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But get your questions, get your comments in the live stream chat box as you come on. As we wait for everybody to sort of get here, I'll just let you know what's coming out on the channel this week. This week we've got, or tomorrow, we've got the race vlog, the race, let's say, results of the, and I've got them here because I filmed them, of the Puma Fast R shoe. So that's coming tomorrow on the channel. So if anybody's interested in these, which I'm going to let you into. I had to double check how much this shoe was when I did the video. This shoe's £260. £260. Let me know in the comments if you think this shoe is worth £260. And I will ask the same question again in a little while. Do you think this Puma is worth 260? I honestly had to check when I had the spec sheet. And I was looking at it, and when we record the videos, as you hopefully all know because you're regulars around here, you'll see the B-roll, and I'm reading out the stats, the stuff from the brands and stuff, just to make sure I get it right because I've cocked it up in the past. But anyway, it said £260, and I thought it's a bit lively, so I actually went onto the Puma website, and it was £260. So let me know. Do you think this shoe is worth £260? Let me know. But anyway, that's tomorrow. So that's coming out because we raced in that shoe because it's a race shoe. So don't know why you would anyway. And on Thursday, Boston 13 probably. Finally got some. What's the best way to describe it? Better miles in it. That's probably a better way to describe it. Better miles in it. So that's sort of on my mind to film this week. So I'll probably film that Wednesday. So that probably come out Thursday is what I'm thinking. So Boston 30, they're here, by the way, because I'm wearing them. Or have been wearing them, sorry. As you can see. What else do you need to know? So Brooks. So Hackney, I'm running in the Hyperion, as it sitting here today. The Hyperion Elite 5 is my plan for Sunday for the Hackney Half. I'm going to run them probably. Got the Hyperion Max 3, Ghost Max 3, but not the Ghost, which is weird. But yeah, so already started them. So let's see how we go with them in terms of that. So I've got my phone's going, my watch going, my phone's going. This is going. There's so many things going. As always, totally distracted. But anyway, let's stop and concentrate on you guys. So if you are joining us late to this total carnage that is the 40 Runs live stream on a Monday, again, apologies to anybody who's joining late. I didn't schedule this. I forgot to do it. So I did it really lastminute.com. If you are joining us late, these are here in my hand. The Puma Fast R. Do you think they're worth £260? Let me know. I think that's probably about it. What other shoes can I talk to you about? No, we'll leave it as that. and yeah, we'll stick with that stuff for now. So okay, right. It's quite hot in the office tonight, but everybody, well done for the weekend stuff. Ian's in the house. Let's give Ian a shout out. Ian's one of my clients. He ran a 13-minute course PB yesterday at the Leeds Marathon, which is unbelievable in that heat. If you like Ian, want some coaching, get in touch. hello@fordyruns.com. And you can run a 13-minute course PB like Ian did. You're welcome. No, well done, Brad. Well done. Again, if you're joining us late, get your questions, get your comments in. It's great to have so many of you here joining us on a Monday night. It really is. It's just great. It really is. I just love it. And it was so nice actually to see so many of you yesterday as well. Really nice to see so many people yesterday. Up north in Leeds. I really enjoyed that. And Wakefield as well. We've got a big club in Wakefield. That was great as well. So, yeah, fantastic weekend. I like traveling around where I can. And then I say we're back down to Hackney this weekend. So, there we go. Right. Okay. What's this one? Evening, Dawn. Just going to say evening to everybody. Evening, Chris. A great honest vlog about the spring marathon training. Mike. So, if you didn't see, I put out, and I said I promised you I'd do it, a sort of, as always on this channel, transparent sort of assessment of my spring marathon training. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, thanks very much. But I wanted to digest my spring marathons, Brighton and London, and box off my sort of feeling about it so I could move on. I've already moved on, by the way, because as I said in that video, I filmed that the day after the London Marathon. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. And you'll get my honest assessment of where I'm at. It's quite interesting. Some people have gone after me in the comments, as you'd expect. Big love to Paigey, by the way, because Paigey took quite offense to a couple of the comments. So I had to actually delete one of them. I don't usually delete stuff in terms of the comments on the videos, but one guy was really going in on me. It's just some absolute helmet. So I deleted their comment. I don't like to delete the comments. I tend to just let them be because it's just a comment. It makes no difference. But he was going a little bit, and I thought, you know what? The way I'm built in terms of my mind, there's that thing. I don't know what it's called, but you get sort of when you're sort of autistic or ADHD like me, you can tend to focus in on sort of the real negative stuff, and it can be really paralyzing, and it can really send you down a sort of a path that you don't want to go down. Because you focus in on that negative stuff. It's actually called something, but I don't know what it is. It's like a byproduct of being the way I am. Anyway, so I deleted it because the guy just didn't, he was just going on talking absolute bollocks as usual. And it's great. I don't mind people talking bollocks in the comments because that helps the algorithm. But if you're going to talk bollocks, be kind. But yes, so thank you very much. And I appreciate it. Really do. Oh, look at all these heroes. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Okay. Ashley. Ashley's in the house. Evening, Chris. It was great to meet you at Wakefield Park Run. How did you find Leeds Half? I did the Fall in the Hills and the Heat Keeper. I really enjoyed the Leeds Half Marathon. I got the absolute pleasure of running with Lee and Sam, and it was just a fantastic race. The crowds were incredible. I wouldn't have fancied doing the marathon in that heat and in those hills, but I really did enjoy it, and I'd recommend anybody over here in this country, anybody looking to travel, they get along to the Leeds Half Marathon. It was a fantastic event, finishing in the stadium. We work with the Leeds Rhinos in terms of our run club up there. So it was just a real pleasure to finish there. So, yeah. If you are joining me late, welcome. But please get your questions and comments in. If you missed any at the start of the show, I'm wondering whether you would spend £260 on a running shoe. We've got that video coming out. And as I said, I'm probably going to record the Boston 13 sort of feedback view Wednesday. I'm out on Thursday. I've got to listen to this. I've got to go to an awards dinner. You're welcome. The only issue is being somebody who spends, let's say, 70% of the time in sort of running stuff. No, probably because I'm in my work here and I at work. But yeah, anyway, if I'm not wearing my work sort of uniform, then I'm basically in running gear. So I had to go up the loft to find a suit, a black suit, because I don't ever wear suits. I used to when I worked in the city. And I don't actually own a white shirt either in terms of a collared shirt. So I've had to order that off of ASOS or whatever they're called, because we've got to go to this big swanky awards thing on Thursday because this podcast was nominated in this massive award, which we won't win. But yeah, we got invited along to that. So there's like all like these big celebs and stuff like that. So that's going to be quite a cool thing to do. So that's on Thursday. So I had to get a suit out, which is kind of funny, wasn't it? But yeah, talking about the heat, it killed me off going up the loft. But yeah, get your questions, comments in, shoe questions, coaching questions, whatever you want to talk about. Evening 40, purchase the Zoomfly 6 with his 15% off his sportshoes.com, £130 bargain. If you don't know what that is, Mike has used, if you're a 40 Runs Running Club affiliated member, yeah, so it costs you like 20 something quid to join. You then get 15% off at sportshoes.com. And if you set up like, I think it's called an Ultra account, might get that wrong. You then get that applied instant, like, and you put your URN in, your like membership for EA. You put that in, you get your 15% off. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And like first pair of shoes, you're probably going to get your membership bit back anyway, right? So it's well cool. So I like to see that. I like the Zoomfly 6. When are you coming over to Sweden? I was meant to come to that this year, the world's largest half marathon, I believe. I was meant to actually come to this year. I actually was given a place for that. But because of commitments, family, life, and all that sort of stuff, I was unable to make it. I think it was this weekend gone, wasn't it? And also Leeds half marathon was a priority for me this year. But yes, I was invited to that. But unfortunately, I was unable to make it. And I'm looking to do that hopefully next year even. So yeah, really. So everyone's saying that the shoes, that Puma's expensive. No shoes worth £260. That's pretty cool. Emma's joining us live for the first time. That's pretty awesome. Can I ask if there's any news on a new Sockin Triumph, please? Yes, it's coming. It's basically the same shoe. There is a new Triumph. Oh, I'm going to get the name wrong. But they've basically done like a Pegasus Premium kind of deal with the Triumph. That's coming. But the Triumph is imminent. I'm actually at a Sockin event on Wednesday. So I will find out about that. Yeah, so hoping, yeah, the new version is, let's have a look. I can tell you. I don't know when it's, I don't know. I swear it was July. Yeah, it's basically it's fundamentally the same shoe as far as I was aware. Yeah. I think it's got a new upper and a couple other bits on it, but basically it's the same shoe. So probably worth just getting 22. Oh, and you've been using and avoiding 22. There's a good alternative to the Triumph, and that's the Aero Glide from Salomon. Feels very similar. I'd have a look at that. That's the one to look at. Thanks, Lee. Good to see you. £260. Everyone's saying about that's a lot of money. Kieran's got some fast R3s for 150 quid on Vinted. So that's good news. So Vinted could be a good place to get some shoes. Rob's asking if I could give him a heads up before I disclose the prices of stuff so he could sit down. I know, 200. Honestly, mate, I genuinely had to check it. I couldn't believe it when I saw that it was 260. You don't know what we're talking about. I'm talking about the Puma Fast D 3 of £260. I know. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, Matt Nash is in the house. Matt Nash questions in. Usual friendly sort of, I was going to say news report, Matt, but it's a totally wrong word. You know what I mean? He asks a very good question every week. Okay. Matt Nash question. That's your ringtone, by the way, Matt Nash. I watched your weekly vlog and really enjoyed it. Do you find doing that type of vlog therapeutic? Does it help you get your thoughts down on camera like that? Yeah, so yeah, really good question as always. Thank you, Matt. Yes, that does help actually. I would say like it's very much like I suppose people writing in a diary or speaking to a coach and sort of offloading that way. It's that sort of process for me to unburden myself of all that crap that's in my head about the ifs, the buts, all the things that I've done good, done the bad, but refocus. And then by sort of putting it out, putting it onto a vlog, onto a video, it does help that because you unload it. It's almost like therapy, you know. You're dumping that. And as I say, somebody who's wired like I am, I've moved on. So that's done. Thanks very much. Yeah, got no attachment to that. I've already moved on. So that really helps me because then I can then switch focus very quickly. And I think I'd recommend that to anybody actually with training blocks and things like that. You know, get it done, and even races, get it done. Training, runs, whatever. Do it. Write down all your stuff, whether it's on Strava, on our coaching app that I have for my clients. There's like a note section that's deliberately on there, so you can literally like unload all your thoughts on there, and then it's done. You know, you don't even have to think about it again. So yeah, I do find that therapeutic in that side of things, and I try and do them. You may have noticed I try and do them after a training block. It's as much for me as anybody else because I don't necessarily think you guys find that sort of stuff interesting. It's, as you say, it's more therapeutic stuff. And you'll, I honestly, hand on heart, I've done a video that's I've not even put out, and it was something that I worked through, and I filmed, and I spent some time putting it together, and I've not put it out, and I'm not sure I'll even put it out. But it was something that I was that helped me deal with some stuff. So yeah, I find that process rewarding, and I find that process helps, and I would recommend it to anybody just in your training. As I said, writing it down somewhere in a journal. We've got a great journal that we sell on Amazon called Believe. You've got to write all your thoughts down in there. Turn the page, it's done. You move on, right? And you learn from it. Great question. Thank you very much. Hads B. Some of these podcasts are paying off. My Nova Blast 5 just took 20 seconds off my 5K PB. I don't think it's the podcast, mate. I think that's on you, but well done. Well done. Briz11 is saying that he could or she could buy 2 pairs of decent trainers for £260. I tend to agree with that one. Think about it. You could actually get, right, 2 pairs of Evo SL at sportshoes.com using your code. If you're a 40 Runs member with 15% off, you could get 2 pairs of Evo SL. I'll leave that one with you. What would you rather have? 2 Evo SLs or a Puma Fast R3? You tell me. Dan, I've got some Asics Gel Kayana 31s. I've started getting some knee pain since I started using them. I've read this could be due to the high drop. Is this something you've heard of? Yes, I have heard of that. I also heard of people getting knee pain using the Kayana. It's a very supportive shoe. Was you told to use such a supportive shoe? That's what I'd be interested to know. So I don't know why you're in Kayanos. There may be a good reason for it. You may have gone and got your gait analysed, and they may have put you in there. So that might be a reason. But yeah, I've heard of that before. Can be the drop, can be the way the shoe's set up. So yeah, have a look at that. I see Malik has booked his first marathon in October. Which one, though? You haven't told us which one. You haven't told us. Mark Reynolds is in the house. I recently slipped into a new pair of Aero Glide 3. Thanks for the video. And they are awesome. See, whoever was asking me earlier, I don't make this stuff up. I kind of know what I'm talking about. This is why we are soon to announce a very big partnership. Where was the question about the Triumph? Anyway, that's the one you need to go for. Check out my video. Okay. Mark, looking for a shoe with a big toe box. There you go. Aero Glide. Just answered your question, Mark. You're welcome. Check them out. Great shoe. Really good shoe. Plenty of room in them as well. Bev's in the house. Bev, we need to get you back on the podcast, a live show on a Friday. Can you drop us an email with some availability, please? Lee's looked like an epic weekend. I enjoyed the Sunderland 10K on Sunday, joining some of the Northeast crew. Yeah, we've got Northeast runners as well. If you're not part of the club, there's some up there. Second time out in my Brooks Hyperion Elite 4 and absolutely loved them. Beth, have you got the PB versions or have you got non-PB? So the PB foam or non-PB? Can you let me know? I am genuinely interested. But well done, you. Did a cracking job up there. She runs our Carlisle satellite. So let me know. Kevin's got good to get onto the live stream on a Monday. Thanks for joining us, Kevin. Again, guys, get your questions, get your comments in. A bit of a shout out now. If you want to do it, if you joined late, we've got the Fast R3 video dropping tomorrow. I raced them at the weekend. And then on Thursday, I'm hopefully going to have a Boston 13 video for you. I'll film that most likely on Wednesday. We're currently running in the Brook shoes. And what else you need to know? I'm running in, when I say currently running the Brooks, I'm going to be running Hackney half in the Hyperion Elite 5. Again, my brain's just like gone to absolute mush though. I'll tell you what it was again. The trains, if anybody else coming in from London today, the trains are absolutely screwed and it's really thrown me out. So all my brain patterns and things are all out. And that's why I hadn't even scheduled this podcast. So most of the stuff I'm saying tonight is probably total nonsense. Don't believe a word of it. Leave that with you. Right. Okay. So you guys are talking amongst yourselves, which I really like. Louis, I picked up a pair of Puma Velocity Nitro 2s from Start Fitness for 40 quid. Wow. That's unbelievable. £40. That's so good. Right, we've answered that one. Yeah. Dennis is saying that the biggest half marathon in the world is now on this Saturday. So there we go. I say I was meant to do that, but I'm unable to. Because basically I have too much stuff on, but I really want to get out and do that. Yeah, really want to get down. Matthew ran the first ultra for a while over the weekend. Very sore legs today. Any tips? Yeah, walk it out your legs slowly but surely. Active recovery. Definitely active recovery. That's the key. Beth picked up some Deviate Nitro 2s as well. Well done. Scott, I'm doing the Blenheim Triathlon, although I don't know if I can swim. So we're going to find out on Saturday if I can swim, and then that's what I'm doing. I'm doing Blenheim Triathlon, and I'm doing the South End half the day after. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Let me know in the comments. Steve, do you have a 5K or similar short distance goal for the summer? Appreciate it, but I reckon you did a decent job. Thank you very much. I appreciate the love. And again, going back to that video, there was a lot of love on there. I say there was a few helmets on there who can't help themselves from being mean and twisted and bitter. I think it's great when somebody's opening up on a video and they're openly saying, look, I've struggled mental health, I'm struggling with my ADHD, struggle with my autism, blah, blah, blah. And then they go two-footed in on you. It just shows you they're absolute scum. But it's in that video. I think, I was talking about some of the things I want to do. And while not training for a 5K or a 10K, I do have plans to go and attack them. So as part of my sort of training. So let's see what we've got. But yeah, we've got a couple of plans to do some of that. For example, there's a park run that Ben and I are eyeing up to go down to see where we're at. I also want to do a 10K at Battersea like I've done last year. So things like that, really, where I've got in the plans to see where I'm at. So whilst not specifically training for them, I want to have a good crack at them. Hopefully that answers the question. But thanks for the support, Steve. I really appreciate it. Beth's got her Deviate Nitros in electric purple. Wow. Grog, apologies for the pronunciation. Just wanted to let you know I always enjoy your videos and keep up the great work. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. The Salomon, I don't know, mate. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but the Salomon I had, they're quite roomy in the toe box. Mark, I'll let you know. See what he says. Any recommendations on a good road to trail shoe? Currently thinking about the Hero from New Balance. Yeah, that is a good option, actually. That is a good shout, actually. Yeah, I like that one. Would the Ghost Max 2 be a good alternative to the Triumph? I mean, it's a different sort of foam. Different feeling. It's a firmer ride. Yes. Yeah, I suppose so. Kinda. It's a different ride. The Triumph. Maybe. Cheaper alternative. Yeah, cheaper alternative. Aaron took my advice a few weeks ago to start my own channel. Thanks for the advice and love the community you've created. Thank you very much. Jade's asking Boston 12s or Boston 13s. Jade, you're going to kill me, but you're going to have to wait until possibly Thursday. Sorry. Yeah, and coming back to the Salomon question about the toe box, Mark, thank you, Mark, for commenting. He's saying there's plenty of room in that shoe. Yeah, honestly, it surprised me. I remember how quite amount of volume in the toe box there was. But yes, Jade, sorry, don't shoot me in the comments. But you're going to have to wait until Thursday, probably, if I can film it on Wednesday. I probably will be able to. Okay, moving down. Rob's back. Kudos to you, Chris, on the weekly vlog. Very informative and interesting. It's so easy for people to not realise or think that you have the struggle challenge you experience on a daily basis. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do need to cut. I keep mulling it over about my sort of work-life balance. It's full on at the moment, then that's on me. But I will have to make some decisions sooner rather than later about my work-life balance in terms of, 72 hours, is not normal. So I need to think about that, like, quickly. But the most important thing, as always, for me is to provide and keep the roof over my family's head, right? And that's why I get a little bit upset when these idiots start going in on you on the videos where you're trying to be quite honest and open. You're just trying to get by in life, yeah, and keep the roof over you. I got to a point in life when that was under threat because I lost my job and I went and drove a Tesco van, and that was purely to keep the roof over our heads. And I was working every hour under the sun to do that. And I'd been working in London for all those years, and to go and do that, I rolled up my sleeves and did that. And I never want to get back to that point. So that's why I work as hard as I do. So it's always that sort of fear of going back to that point. So I think it's important to keep focused, but at the same time, you can't enjoy life if you're just working like a maniac. So I've got to find a balance, and that's what I was trying to say in that video. Ultimately, that was the message, and how much I'm looking forward to Chicago. Okay, why is it so hard to get hold of the Brooks Elite in size 9 or above? That's because the new Elite's coming. Yeah, basically, I'm running out the new Elite on Sunday, but that's why. When they dropped that shoe, it was delayed for various reasons, and then they sort of put it out on a limited run. So Beth's got the PB version of the Elite, super comfy. Nice color, yeah. The color of the new version is really cool. Trail shoes are brilliant. Topo, yeah. Would evening, Alan? Would you recommend the Asics Uguri S4 Plus for heavier runner who mildly overpronates? Yeah, as a race shoe. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good shoe, really is. Okay, Briz 11. Many people seem to miss their goals in London and Brighton by 20 minutes due to the heat. I wouldn't be too hard on you. Yeah, I'm not, honestly, I think I said in the video, I was not a sympathy thing or being hard on myself. I was just being realistic, being open and transparent, and trying to understand where I am as a runner, but more importantly, as a human being. And, I intentionally slowed down in London, like any sensible person would have done. So again, yeah, I appreciate the love. But yeah, no, I know a lot of people miss their targets, but I didn't really have a target. It's more of a sort of overview of how I'm feeling as a runner. Was what I was trying to get at. I felt like I hadn't progressed, which is more important to me than anything else. Times for me come through the progress that I make. Does that make any sense? So again, the time is not the number one sort of thing that I'm focused on. It's the progress that I'm trying to make. And that's what I was trying, some of these helmets who make all these comments, they don't understand that because they just come and go, oh, look at this prick. And they just make all these comments. But actually, if you went back and there's a thread that runs through it, is the fact of for all my stuff that I've ever done, is that I'm trying to just get better and progress. The times will be a byproduct of that. But I don't feel in that spring block I did progress for the reasons that I mentioned. Yeah, understand what I mean? Elgor, would you recommend carbon plated shoes for a half marathon for a 9-minute mile runner? Yeah, if you feel like you've got a budget to spend on that, why not? absolutely, why not? If you feel like you can get the best out of them, crack on, mate. Whatever makes you happy, genuinely, just go for it. Just go for it. Okay. Fanta Barber. Just seeing that post that running group starting in Bath. Seeing you are for the first time is something we need to book before attending. Yeah, we have an app. If you go onto 40 Runs, I don't know whether Bath is yet. They probably won't be. We have a system. So best thing to do is drop in. Normally, any of our sessions you book on via the website. Yeah. But with the new ones, we tend to have like a breaking in period. We manage that a little bit differently just to keep an eye on stuff. So if you drop an email, hello@40runs.com, we'll take care of you. So there we go. Okay, here we go. Hadsby is saying, bring Ben out and try a fast 5K at Hastings Park run. Out and back flash course on the Prom Night. Okay, thanks very much for the tip. I'll Paige in the house, giving you some love earlier. I was, big boy. Are we giving it full beans on Wednesday along the embankment? It'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? It would be rude not to. Although we could get assassinated now we've let everybody know where we're going to be. There is that threat as well. I know there's a lot of people out there after you. The Sockin Endorphin Speed, I'm guessing you meant speed. Yeah, Speed 5 looks promising. Yeah, it does. I'm at a Sockin thing on Wednesday. So let's see. Right? Let's see. Okay. And Mike Smith, have you retested your Pro 4s? Mike, I have some news on the Pro 4s, which I'm not going to disclose on here, as you'd expect, because guess what? There will be a video at some point about that. But because I'm a genius, I've had a genius idea with the Pro 4s that I've got to test. And that's sort of, when I say about the fact that I'm wearing the Brooks Hyperion Elite 5 on Sunday, that's why I'm sitting here thinking that. But actually, deep down, I really want to do something that I want to do with the Pro 4s. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm quite excited about what I've done. That's all I'm going to say on that front. But it might not work. My genius cunning plan may not work, Mike. I've got no idea. So you'll have to bear with me. But at some point, a video will pop up about it. So keep asking. And at some point you'll get an answer. Sorry, brother. But yes, I am going to. I'm on the case. Let's call it that. I am on the case. Because I need a race shoe for Chicago. If you didn't know, I'm running the Chicago Marathon this year. And I need a race shoe. And there's quite a few contenders on the horizon. But I'm still want to try and be persistent with the Adidas Pro 4. Even though it didn't work out, I want to do some adjustments and tweaks to it, Mike. So let's see. Paul Griffins, to be honest, I watch a lot of your videos. You're doing running great stuff. Thanks very much, Paul. I appreciate that. Is the Stephen asking if the plan is to cut a hole in my Adidas Pro 4s? Well, no, it's not. It's not. I'd have to cut a hole back here. I've got the Puma where I've got that massive blister. Yeah, it's weird, right? Puma put on the bottom of these, just nothing to do with what you're talking about. But on the bottom of these Pumas, they put, when you start off, they have like a black cat on the bottom. Why would you spend that money on putting that on there when it's just going to get rubbed off? That's a weird question, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Isn't it peculiar that they do that? Random. Oh, here you go. Paul, quick question. Should we call this the last question? Unless anybody comes in with anything really like sort of groundbreaking. Who would you say is shoe brand of the year so far? I'm going to go Adidas. And I'm not paid by Adidas. I'm not taken to Boston and all this sort of stuff. I like Adidas because I like what they've done. Even though the Pro 4, right, it's so different to what has come before it. But I just think the Evo SL is just incredible value, especially if you're a 40 Runs Club member, right? Affiliate club member. Get your membership, get over to sportshoes.com, and you can get that so cheap, right? But I think that's a brilliant shoe for everyday runners to go out, have some fun. It's got Light Strike Pro in it. You can just bomb about all day in that thing. I think the Boston 1213, again, you're going to have to wait till Thursday's video, is a cracking shoe. One of the best super trainers out there. I've not tried the Evo, the super duper one, because I'm not high enough on the seeding list. But I think that looks really good. And you can see, all the elites and stuff killing it in that. The Adidas 9, hell of a lot of fun. The Takumi sandwich is going to get an update soon. There's some, and they've got some other cool shoes coming, Adidas as well, right? So I don't know. For now, I would say Adidas. I think Asics have got potential because they've got some new shoes coming, Asics, which we've spoken about. Sonic Blast and Super Blast is going to get the Leap foam in it. The Super Blast 3 is going to get the Leap foam in it, apparently. With a bit of a dual foam setup in that. You've got some other cool stuff coming from them. Obviously, you've got the racing shoes and things like that. So, there's plenty to get excited about from Asics. All right, the Kayana is still the same old boring thing. And the Nimbus will probably be, much of muches. But there's some cool things. Do want to give a shout out to Nike as well, just to finish off. I think Nike are moving in the right direction. They're not shoe of the year, but the shoe brand of the year, but they're definitely moving in the right direction as well. So give them the Vomero is such a good shoe. It really, really is. It's an absolute banger. Vaporfly 4, great race day shoe, for 10K half marathon. Alpha Fly 3 doesn't work for me, so I'm not going to comment on that. But yeah. So there's to be fair, right, I think running shoes in general, I think Sockin lost their way. But they'll get it back. But in general, look at what stuff Puma's doing here. We just said about the £260 shoe here, but the Puma shoes are brilliant. Yeah, that's another shoe brand that's just fantastic. Brooks, look at what Brooks are doing. The Hyperion Max 3. Just look at it. Look at the Hyperion 5. Elite 5? Would you have said 2 years ago that Brooks would bring out a shoe like that? Right? This is the thing, so it gives Brooks some love. Even the Ghost Max 3, which is fundamentally the same shoe, there's some mild difference. It looks so much better. So again, moving in the right direction, yeah. All the brands are doing a good job. Running's in a good place. Yeah, you've got the toxic, influencers and all that crap that's going on, all that saturated marketing bullshit that's going on out there. But if you go, come back to it, running's winning at the moment. More people are doing it. Park runs numbers are up. Race numbers are up. Participation's high. Everybody's getting involved in it. It's got some good stuff about it. There's run clubs everywhere. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But in general, it's a good thing that this movement's, cracking on. People are getting fitter. People are getting better. It's Mental Health Awareness Week. People are using running to improve their mental health, which is just so good. So yeah, this is the good things that come out of it, right? So, let's ride the wave and let's go from there. Okay, team, I'm live on Friday. We've got a podcast coming out on Friday, live stream, 7 o'clock. Not sure what we're talking about because I don't know and I've not looked, but that will come out. So join us if you want some more coaching sort of stuff. That's coming on Friday, 7 o'clock. Again, look out for the videos this week. Make sure you tell everybody about this live stream. We're live every Monday, please. Bring a friend next week, all right? It's really important that you keep coming. It's really important we grow the channel. Keep telling everybody about this YouTube channel. You are all in charge of marketing. We need more subscribers. We need to get to 22 million. Don't forget that. I know I've not mentioned it in a while. That's because they told me not to on YouTube. So make sure you keep telling everybody we need to get to 22 million. Join the club. Get your 15% off at sportshoes.com. And I think that's probably about it, really. So I shall see you guys all on Friday. Thanks for joining me. I really, genuinely appreciate it. I'll see you then.